I think public art is important to me because it connects me to other people or other cultures or other places. It's kind of like maybe saying something to a person that you might not have said walking by, and maybe somehow connecting with that person briefly. And it's a little thing, but it's the biggest thing.
One thing that I really like about St. Helens and that I see happening is a focus on public art, creating a place, an identity. This is home. This is for the visitor. Welcome.
The Salmon Tree project, it's a beautiful work of art, and I think it's going to be something that's going to enhance the entrance to our community. And people see that and say, hey, this is really neat.
My name is Ian Eldred. I'm one of 4 partners with RISA A+D. When we're sitting around talking about working on something, a lot of what we look for is, well, what's kind of the story in this place? One of the things I love about St. Helens is that St. Helens is really very much about the Columbia River.
St. Helens was built because of the people fishing. People are still fishing out. Right now, if you look out in the river, you'd see rivers covered with both.
So I think when we started talking about the project in St. Helens, it was to really try to think about the relationship that St. Helens has to the Columbia River.
We have 2 ends of this bridge, and we can imply a sort of cycle or imply a story coming from either direction.
We had read this article sometime back. It was about why salmon need trees and trees need salmon.
Trees provide shade. They cool the water for the salmon. And then when they die, these trees actually provide refuge within the stream itself for animals that the salmon eat. It's a connection between the river, the trees, the people, the state. It's all there in that work of art.
The first sculpture, which is kind of the taller tree sculpture, it'll be CNC cut with patterns that might relate to water currents. And then those water current patterns will essentially become cutouts of the fish, of salmon, of Chinook. The other piece is the tree dissolving, becoming a habitat for the salmon and begin going back into the water.
St. Helens as a community, as a place, has been very special, and they've been exceedingly excited and supportive to making public art. And they have a real desire to tell a story and share their place with other people.
It doesn't come free. You have to help. You have to explore and help the community grow, and grow in a way that will leave a legacy for our children and theirs. When the kids grow up, they're going to see, our parents cared, they remembered about the assets, the trees, the salmon, the water. We have so many things to be thankful for in St. Helens. St. Helens is my home, and it has been for many years. I love the community, and I'd love it if you join me in supporting this Kickstarter campaign for more public art in our community.